5 divers were pulled into a pipeline by powerful pressure. The force dragged them in with all their gear. Luckily, they ended up in a section with a bit of oxygen left, but 2 of them had broken bones, and the others were scraped up. They were trapped in complete darkness, surrounded by a toxic mix of oil and seawater. It felt hopeless. Then, one of them suggested they move forward instead of waiting to die. Despite the pain and exhaustion, they began crawling slowly. After an hour, Chris, who was leading, noticed the water level rising. The only way out was to dive, but they had no equipment, and 2 of them were injured. It was a huge risk. Chris made a bold choice. He would dive alone and promised to come back if he made it through. He took a deep breath and plunged into the water. After what felt like forever, he found an air pocket and caught his breath. But the pipeline ahead was almost completely underwater. With no other choice, he dived again. Just as he was about to pass out, his hand hit something, an oxygen tank. Fueled by hope, he kept moving, even as his oxygen ran low. Miraculously, he found another tank along the way. Battling exhaustion and the stench of oil, he swam on. After what felt like hours, he reached a bend. Using every last bit of strength, he swam upward and broke the surface. Gasping for air, he shouted for help. Over 2 hours had passed since they were trapped. His colleagues on the ship realized something was wrong and rescued him just before he collapsed. In the hospital, Chris explained everything, but then he learned the horrible truth. The oil company refused to launch a rescue because it was too expensive. Although a search team heard tapping signals from the trapped divers, the company abandoned them. 5 days later, the divers were declared dead. Autopsies revealed they survived for 4 days before losing oxygen. What could have been a heroic rescue turned into a tragic story of corporate greed. Chris tried to sue, but the trial was endlessly delayed.